In this video, I will show you how to quickly go from 0 to 100 reviews without using review websites like Book Bounty or Puppy. My name is Will Warren, and over the past 3 years, I have helped hundreds of nonfiction self-publishers get 100 plus Amazon KDP reviews. Right now, most self-publishers use review websites like Book Bounty and Puppy to get reviews because, first off, they are just easy to use. With these review websites, you basically post your book on the platform and leave reviews on other authors' books. From there, you're able to get reviews yourself. So it's super easy to use and you're basically guaranteed reviews. The other major pro is that using these review websites is pretty cheap, and you just have to basically pay your $25 per month subscription, and then you're able to utilize the platform. So honestly, some really strong pros when it comes to review websites. The biggest and major con is that these review websites are honestly just really slow. If you want to get 100 reviews on your book using these review websites, it's probably going to take you about 3 to 4 months because these websites are designed to get you about 5 reviews a week. So let's say you want to publish more than 3 books a year and get each of those books 100 reviews. It's practically impossible to just use review websites. So if you are a self-publisher that plans on publishing a lot of books per year, you are going to need to find alternative review methods, or the reviews are going to hold you back from publishing those books. And the last con is that the reviews you get from these websites are generally all going to be fake reviews left by other self-publishers. So you're not getting real feedback. And as far as Amazon guidelines go, they want you to be getting real, honest feedback on your reviews. So you're kind of in the gray area. But if we look at review websites overall, honestly, I think they are a great way to get reviews as long as you are using them in moderation. The major problem is that if you want to get out a lot of books every year, then it's going to be probably best if you find an alternative review method so that you're able to review all the books that you want to publish. With that in mind, the review method that I like to use is Facebook review ads. Basically, Facebook review ads are ads that give away your book for free to readers that are actually interested in your book. From there, you give these readers a few weeks to read the book before you then go on and ask them to leave a review on Amazon. Now, the first pro to this review method is that you can get the reviews much faster than pretty much any other review method, because the way it works is you pay Facebook to put your book in front of readers. The more you pay Facebook, the more readers they put your book in front of. So time is really not a factor, and you can get 100 plus reviews in just a few weeks with Facebook review ads. The next major pro is that you can build a list of repeat reviewers, because if one of these readers ended up liking your book enough to leave a review on it, there's a good chance when you come out with new books, they are going to want to read and review those as well. And the great thing about this list is that once you have that reader a part of your list, you do not have to pay Facebook anymore to interact with that reader. And the reviews you get from them are basically free, which is going to help you offset the cost of this method, which is the major con, is that this review method is the most expensive way to get reviews, but you get real reviews faster and you can build a list from them. So it does end up paying off in the long run. But this review method is also risky because we are asking real readers to leave reviews on the books. And if they don't like your book, then they're probably not going to leave a review. So you do have to make sure that your book is good quality and the readers are actually going to leave positive feedback if you want to use this review method. So overall, this review method is a great review method, but if you honestly don't plan on getting out more books than just 1 or 2, then I would not recommend using this review method because you can't take advantage of the list. But if you are planning on publishing multiple books, probably 3 or more books, then this review method is going to be a better option for you because you will be able to get the reviews faster and use that list as you get multiple books out. Now I'm going to show you how to actually set up the Facebook review ads. This current ad that's running right now is an active ad in my review service, and we are running it for a book about helping older people get a better diet and lose weight. Right now it's running at about $1.15 per lead, which is a little bit better than average, and we just started the campaign, only about $100 spent. But I want to show you guys what it actually looks like on the inside. So if we click on edit here, you're going to see that we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ads that are running within this whole entire campaign. Okay. When it comes to Facebook ads, there are basically 3 different levels. There is the campaign level right here, which is the overview level over all of these ads. And then there is the ad set level, which is right here, which is basically like setting your targeting and demographics. And then there is the ad level, which is basically what image are you going to be showing to the people on the ad. It's like the creative image part of the ad. Okay. So let's start at the campaign level. Basically, the main thing that you need to do at the campaign level is just name the campaign so that you can know exactly the book that you're running ads for. And really the only other major thing is the campaign objective. We run leads ads. Those are what we have seen do much better than any other ad. So we run leads ads, and the objective is to get as many leads as possible. Okay. We are going to turn Advantage Budget Campaign off. This is a preference, but we currently have it off. I'm not going to explain the exact details of all this because this would just be an hour-long video, but we also turn A/B test off as well. We keep it super, super simple. As far as the ad level, what we're going to do is first, the major thing that you need to do is select Messenger ads. Okay, this is going to basically be ads that are directed to Facebook Messenger. And if we scroll down, this is where you select your Facebook page. The way this works is you will create a Facebook page before running the ads, and then to add it in here, you just put the link of your Facebook page and you should be able to add it to this ad. And basically that means that we're going to be running the ads towards this Facebook page, whatever page you decide to put here. Okay. As far as the next thing, we're going to start out with budget. I start out super, super small. We usually start out with about $1 budget per ad, and we scale those campaigns as we move on. So this one only has a $2 budget. We are slowly scaling the campaigns, but you can still scale them really fast, even if you start out with a small budget and then scale as the ad performs and picks up the algorithm a little bit better. Now, if we scroll down here, the next major thing I want to show you guys is the targeting. Okay. When it comes to targeting, we do the United States only because Amazon reviews in the United States are just better than the other countries because majority of KDP book sales are in the American market. So we only strive for American reviews. And as far as the age range goes, we are going to keep it super, super broad. Even if it's a book for seniors, which this book is for seniors trying to get a better diet and lose weight, we're still going to go 18 to 65 plus. You never know what type of people are going to be interested. We give a big, broad audience and let Facebook narrow down who to target. Same with the genders. We go both men and women because you would be surprised. Even books that are for women, you would see some men getting them maybe for their husband, you would see some men getting them maybe for their wives. And it is definitely something we focus on, is keeping it broad. Now, as far as the detailed targeting, this is like the behaviors of people that you want to target. So for this specific book, we targeted eating because it's a diet book and eating / human psychology. Okay. Basically, you can't really go wrong with the targets as long as it is a big target that somewhat relates to your book. When I mean big target, I mean a target that has more than 10 million people. This eating target has 462 million people that are interested in this type of, or that show this behavior, at least that Facebook can see. And so what you want to do is basically target one target that is really broad and has something to do with your book. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly spot on, but just relatively close enough, and just let Facebook narrow down from this big audience. Okay, and this isn't the only target. We're going to have other targets that we do, but per ad, we only want to do one target to just show us exactly what that ad is doing and how it is performing. As far as advantage detailed targeting, you can select this, you can't. We kind of experiment with this. This time it isn't selected, but we definitely do, like, it doesn't matter too much if you select this or deselect it. Just whatever. Basically, this allows you to reach people beyond this current target. So if you want to select it, great. If not, it's not a big deal. I would say about 70% of the time we select it. It wasn't selected this time, but hope that makes sense. As far as languages go, we pretty much only do English. Make sure to put English, US and UK. That's what we typically do. And then a big thing is placements. We actually use manual placements because we have seen much better success running ads only to Facebook. So we don't really run ads to Instagram, Messenger, or Audience Network. We only run ads to Facebook. So we do actually use manual placements currently in a review service. Now we are testing to see if other placements work, but from what we've seen, Facebook is the best place to target the readers. Okay, so this is basically who we're going to target. This is what the ad set level is for. Who are we going to target? And this is where you set your budget. Okay, now let's go on to the ad level. And in this ad level is where you're basically going to add the image and the text that's going to be in your ad. As you can see here, we have this book cover image that basically just shows the book in a professional way. Now, I'm not going to show you guys the exact book because this is one of our clients and we do not show our other clients' books to other publishers. But just imagine like a book cover that just looks professional with a nice, great background. It's pretty simple. And as far as what you need to do in this, we like to do single image or video because we're using single images with the ad. And I do select multi-advertiser ads. I'm not going to explain what this is, but we select it. It's not too big of a deal. As far as the media goes, you'll be able to edit and place your media whenever you don't have it already in. We do already have it in, but it's super easy. You just go to edit, you upload your media, which is probably going to be a JPEG or a PNG of a book cover mockup that's similar. There's a ton of places to get book cover mockups. It doesn't really matter the one you use as long as it's easy to tell what your book is about. Okay, we have fixed media enabled, and as far as the primary text goes, it basically what you want to say is, hey, are you interested in a free copy of book title? I'm giving them away for free in exchange for honest feedback. I am not going to read the whole entire text that we use, but just know that it's basically letting you know, hey, this is a free book. If you want to read it, leave an honest review on Amazon. You're welcome to get it. I'm giving it out for the next couple weeks. That's basically what you want to say. Something along those lines. We like to apply all text variations and just experiment with different text to see how they convert. AI does a really good job of using different text variations from what we've seen. And for the headline, I like to use this headline pretty much every time. It says, click this button. And as you can see here on the Facebook feed ad, if we go full screen, this is what it kind of looks like. Click this button right here. Click this button right here basically tells them, hey, you want to click this button so that you can get the free book. And I like to use the little emoji with the finger that is pointing to the right, which basically makes it super clear where the reader is supposed to click on. Okay, I do not apply text variations to this. I have seen this click this button headline is the best that we've tested so far. And as far as the call to action goes, let's talk about the description. We actually don't even add a description. We literally do not add a description to this. We just put our primary text. As far as the call to action, I use send a message. There's a couple other good ones, but we found send message to be the best headline to use. When it comes to the Advantage plus creative, I actually turn most of these off. This is basically like allowing Facebook to make AI enhancements. What I strongly recommend is turn off ad overlays and text improvements. I'm not even going to explain what they are, but they do not help with the conversion rate from what we've seen very strongly, actually. I do not like text improvements. I do not like ad overlays. It just, honestly, it messes everything up from what we've seen. So you can use visual touch-ups, but do not have text improvements or ad overlays on. You will see a decrease in conversions if you use those with this type of ad. Okay. And now I want to show you guys the message template, what it kind of looks like. First, I'm going to walk you through what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you exactly how we set it up. So if we preview in Messenger here, basically Facebook is going to send me a message of what the reader's going to see. So whenever the reader goes in and clicks on the ad, basically what it's going to say is, hey, whatever their first name is, my first name is Will, so hey Will, would you like a free copy of whatever the book title is? From there, they can say, yes, I would love a free copy, or no. If they click on yes, then we ask them another question, which is, okay, great. Before I send over the book, all I ask is that in 2 to 3 weeks, you leave an honest review on Amazon. Sound good? From there, we click on sounds great. or they can click no, obviously, too. And then if they answer those 2 questions correctly, then we will send them a free copy of the ebook where they can click on read now. And we have this a little bit fancy to where it's like the book's own personal website. And from here, they can go in and click on start reading now. And there's actually like a fancy ebook reader that we use. It just makes it look really professional. And we've seen an increase in conversions when you do use a website with basically a book reader, like a book reading software. It just makes the whole feel more professional. Now, if you are not able to make your own custom website with a custom book reader, what I recommend doing is adding in the Google Drive link so that the readers can just read the book from the Google Drive link. The way you do this is you go to drive.google.com, and then once you're here, you click this plus new button, file upload, and you select your book. Wherever it is on your computer, select the PDF version of your book and add it in to your Google Drive. Once it is added in, what you're going to do is click on these 3 dots right here, click on share, and you want to change this access from restricted to anyone with link can view. Once that's done, then you click on copy link. And another thing, I recommend changing the name of this to whatever your book title is, because the readers will see this name, okay? Now, once you have that, then you're gonna go back in to the ads manager, and underneath the read now, where the website link was, you're just gonna add in that Google Drive link. And this is what it looks like when you've added the Google Drive link in from the reader's point of view. They're going to see the ad just like normal, click on it. The messages will be the exact same as the ones I just showed you guys, but the main difference is when they click on read now, they will now be brought to the Google Drive PDF version of your book instead of that website that I showed you guys. And this still definitely works if you can't get that website down. It's just not as good, okay? So once you have set this up, the last thing for you to do is go to this disqualification message, and I actually just leave it blank. The way it is good. That's what I use. And the privacy policy. So what the privacy policy is basically a written agreement of what you're gonna do with the information from the readers, okay? And basically, with our page, it's a website page that basically states, hey, with the information that you give us, we are not going to be spamming you with text, emails, or anything like that. We are just going to be offering you free ebooks and then asking for your honest opinion. It's just a document with words, like a legal document. I would look up Facebook, ask ChatGPT to write a Facebook privacy policy page for you that states that we're going to be using your information for asking for honest reviews and giving you free books. Just ask ChatGPT to write that. Put it up on a website page, get a guy from Fiverr to do it for you for, I don't know, $15, and then you can add that link in there and it should be good. If you have questions, drop a comment below, but it is pretty simple once you get it set up, okay? From there, you're gonna click on save, and then now your first ad will be done. I'm gonna discard that because we already have our ad. And then so now, if you're looking on your screen, if you've been following along, you should have 3 ads. So you should have, or 3 kind of sections. This main section, the ad set section, and then the ad level. What you're gonna do now is, as you can see, I have basically 4 different versions of what I just made. And basically the only difference is that the targets are different. So right here in this ad set, I am targeting the eating human psychology target. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on these 3 buttons right here, and I'm gonna click on duplicate. I usually duplicate 4 copies. I click on 4, and then I show the existing reactions. And basically what this is gonna do whenever you create it is it is going to create all of these. It's gonna create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ads, and they're all gonna be the same, okay? And what you're gonna do, the only thing is you're gonna click on this second level. So this level right here with the 4 boxes, which is the ad set level, you're gonna click on it, and then you are gonna scroll all the way down to the detailed targeting section, which is right here. And then you are just gonna change out this target. So For example, we were targeting eating human psychology, and in this target right here, I was targeting organic food and drink, size 273 million. And there's a ton of different targets that you can choose from. You can search them up, or you can look at the recommended. And I chose organic food and drink. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this name right here. I'm gonna go in and change out the name, because whenever you do this by default, the name of this ad set is gonna be copy of eating human and psychology. It's gonna be hard to see now, but whenever you do this, this will totally make sense. And basically go in, and once you add in that new target, then you'll click on publish. And then you'll go to the third one, and you'll do the same thing. You'll scroll all the way down, and you will change the target. For this one, I decided to target physical fitness, which is another huge target. So I hope that makes sense as far as what you do whenever you duplicate the ad sets, okay? If you don't, drop a comment. Happy to help with that. So that's basically how you set up the ad. And once you publish it, then you should be able to go in to the campaign level, and then where you can see the overall results of the campaign, how it's doing. And then you could also look at the ad set level to see what campaign is doing each individual campaign. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna show you guys what to do after the readers have received your book. Because with this ad, we have 97 people that have received the book. But if you do not do anything and you don't ask them to leave a review, you are not gonna get any reviews. So now I'm gonna show you guys a module from our free course, which shows you how to run Facebook review ads in a little bit more depth. But in module 2, I cover how to actually ask these readers to leave a review. It's towards the very end of the module. So let's go ahead and check out that really quick. After I am finished running the ads, it is time to start messaging our readers and asking them to leave a review. To access these readers, you're going to want to go to business.facebook.com and then select this little drop down where you can select the page. Make sure that the page is the page you're running the ads to. Once you select that, go down to inbox, and now you can start interacting with all the readers that came from the ad. What is unfortunate is that Messenger does not allow you to send blast messages to your whole list. You have to message each reader one by one, which is a little bit tedious and time consuming, which is why after you've kind of got this process down in the follow-ups, I recommend outsourcing it to a virtual assistant for about $5 an hour, because it's pretty much just sending copy and paste messages and not that hard to do, but it's just a little time consuming. Now let's talk about the numbers. On average, you can expect about 10% of the readers to go on and actually leave a review. So if you give out 100 copies on the Facebook review ads, expect about 10% of those people to leave a review. I understand that that is low, but you need to know this before you go on to make the Facebook ads so you can know what to expect. As far as the total Facebook cost, you can expect to pay Facebook about $15 per review left on Amazon. And this is going to fluctuate depending on if you set the ads up properly and the book niche. Some books do better than others, but on average for nonfiction books, it's going to be about $15 per review, give or take, depending on how the book performs. And I understand that that is expensive compared to pretty much any other review method, but you got to realize that these are real reviews. You can get them faster, and the cost is going to go down over time, because whenever you give a book to a reader and they go on to leave a review, let's say on your first book, well, you're paying $15 per review. But then let's say you come out with a second book and then they go on to leave a review. Well, that cost per review gets cut in half because you don't have to pay Facebook once this reader is a part of your list. And then if you come out with a third book and they go on to leave a review, then it gets cheaper and cheaper over time. And that's really what you should be striving for with this method, is to make it affordable over time by building a list of these repeat reviewers.